Hello, wonderful people. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you, wherever you're watching me from. Welcome to Meg Inspires official page. My name is Margaret Thomas. For those of you that have never seen me, or you don't know me, or you don't know my name, but you've been seeing my post, I am an author, I'm a public speaker, and I'd like for you to follow my page. If you're not following my page, please click on the button to follow my page so you're not going to miss out on the series that we are beginning today. I promise to make it very short and give you back your time. I hope you guys are all doing great. So today I want to quickly talk about simplifying life. Sometimes we make life so difficult for us and we put on so much load on ourselves, so much more than we can bear. But I tell you the truth, it is not necessary. It is not wise. It's not wise for you to carry the load you're not supposed to carry, because it's going to slow down, your movement, your pace in life. So today we're talking about simplifying life. What do I mean by simplifying life? I mean, just breaking down the processes that you have, just breaking down, you know, um, your activities into achievable or doable, you know, um, 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 things. The way you do things, the way you relate with people, the things you want to achieve, and all of that. Just ensure that you're making realistic steps in life. Yes, I know we pray and then we believe God for a lot of things. I am a strong believer. I'm a spiritual leader. I'm a strong believer. And I know that God can do anything. But it is wise for you to understand how the process works. Because when you're done praying, you've got to understand that you have to come back on earth and walk the answers out. Because the book of Mark, chapter 9, tells us, whatsoever thing ye desire, when ye pray, believe that ye have received it, and ye shall have it. And receiving is in the realms of the spirit, and having is in the realms of the physical. So it takes wisdom for you to be able to connect what you have received in the realms of the spirit and be able to download it into the physical, where it becomes tangible, it becomes substantial, it becomes concrete that you can touch, feel, and see. All right. So that you don't I have seen people lose their minds because people go insane because they think we've prayed prayers that God has not answered. I have been there before. I don't know who has been there before. I have been there before. That thing we accuse God of. I have prayed, I have fasted, I have done this, I have done that. Where are you? Show up for me. This is not what we bargain. Hold on, girl. Hold on, and just sit down and take a deep breath and ask yourself, how do I simplify this thing? Because the process is in your hands. All right? So you've got to let the structure. You want to cross, like you get to a stream. For instance, you get to a stream and you need to cross to the other side. It's a stream, all right? It's not an ocean, it's not a river, it's just a stream. Okay? And if you know how to swim, you can actually just cross the stream to the other side, all right? Or if the water is shallow, you can actually just walk across it to the other side, okay? It's that simple. You're not going to stand in front of the stream and just start praying and say, Lord, please dry up this water, dry up this water. Sometimes you've got to get your foot wet to see the miracle that you're looking for. So today I promise I was going to keep it very simple, because I'm talking about simplifying life. So number one step on how to simplify life is get rid of the clutter. There is so much clutter around us. My first book, Making a Difference, I talked about using the lead, you know, formula in decluttering your space. All right. So get the book if you don't have it, Making a Difference. If you need a copy, just drop the chat and I will make it available. By the way, my second book is out, Co-Creators. So back to what we're talking about, get rid of, declutter your life. That's what I'm trying to say. Declutter your life. The mess is too much. The clutter is too much. You just need to declutter your life. You need to get rid of the things that are not supposed to be there. You need to pick up your phone and go through the contact and say, I don't need this. I don't need this. I don't need that. You need to go through your space. Some of the things in your house are sapping, are draining your energy. Some of the relationships you keep, they are draining your relationships. Some of the practices you uphold, they are draining your energy. And you just have to be able to sit back and say, I want to simplify my life. And in order for me to simplify my life, the first step is to declutter your life. Get rid of the things and the people and the practices and the habits that are not supposed to be there. I try to do that every day in my life. There are some things that are not necessary for your journey, and you want to make your flight swift. You know how you get to the airport and you want to travel, and some of the airlines will say you're entitled to 15 kg. Some of the airlines will say you're entitled to 20 kg, which means if you have an excess luggage, you are going to have to pay for the excess kg that you are carrying. Every excess kg in life comes with a cost. I need you to write that down. Every excess kg that you are not supposed to carry for your journey to the destination that God has ordained for you, or the kind of life that you are plotting for yourself, comes with a cost. All right? So you've got to learn to declutter your life. All right? Number 2 is prioritize your task. It is very, very important. Like, for instance, I wake up in the morning, I'm like, okay, this weekend it's a Saturday, I have to go to the market, I have to do my laundry, I have to make my hair, I have to make my nails, I have to study, I have to write, I have to visit. You see the list of all the activities I need to do? Now I've got to sit down because I may not be able to finish up everything I have on that list. So I've got to sit down and try to prioritize the activities according to their order of importance and urgency. All right? So you have to learn to do the same. Why? Because you want to simplify your life so that you don't get exhausted when you're not supposed to be exhausted. You don't get drained out when you're not supposed to. Let me tell you something. To live life to its fullest, you need energy. And if you're indulging in practices that are sapping energy, draining energy from your life, you are always going to be exhausted. Have you heard people like wake up in the morning and they say, I'm exhausted, I'm feeling tired already? You just woke up from sleep. I have been there before. I'm going to tell you the truth. But I had to sit back and think about it. Why would I wake up feeling exhausted if nothing happened? All right? So you've got to sit back and declutter your life. That's the first thing we talked about. You take so much more than you can bear. Some of us go to sleep with tons of worries that we shouldn't. Worries don't change anything. It doesn't. And when I'm training people, I tell them there's a difference between worrying and thinking. But that's not what we're here for today. That is for another day. So you have to learn to prioritize your activities in their order of importance and urgency. It is very important. If you want to conserve energy to do the right thing, you want to conserve energy, not just the right thing, to do the important things in life, because not everything you engage in is needed in your life. So you have to say, I'm gonna say something like, um, let me make a goal. All right, my goal, three goals I have for the month is finish this so number of books, write so number of articles or whatever, because I'm a writer, right? Um, um, do this or do that. Now, these are goals I must do. Now, there are another category of goals that I would say I would like to do, okay? And that's the possibility of my achieving this other category of goals will be when I am able to finish up with the goals that I must achieve for the month of April, for instance. The month of April, I want to finish two books. I want to write two books, or one book, or two articles, or five articles, all right? And I want to be able to do four trainings, okay? So let's say that is my goal. And then I would like to, all right? Now, I would like to, I'm prioritizing the second category of the goals that I need to accomplish in the month of April. I would like to travel to Ghana. I would like to travel to Europe. All right. I would like to start a program for the teens. Okay. So I'm going to note that down. But I would first of all concentrate on the first category of my goals, which is, writing two two books, reading three or four books, all right, and doing so number of trainings, because that is topmost on the list. So I have to prioritize it. The reason why we get exhausted easily is because we don't prioritize our goals. So you want to simplify your life. Number one, you've got to get rid of the clutter. Okay? Look around you. There are things that should not be lying in your house, that you have kept in your house, and it's draining your energy. You know why? It could be that it was, something that came from a relationship that did not work, and it hurt you so bad. So every time you see it, you remember. You can gift it out to another person. Okay? It could be clothes that you're not wearing and they're still sitting in your wardrobe. You're not creating space. The world is evolving. You will be surprised the things that are draining energy from you. All right? It could be messages in your phone that needs to be deleted. It could be some memories in your mind in the past that should not be there. You're not supposed to be holding on to them, but you're still holding on to them, and it's really exhausting, right, to do these things. So it's important to get rid of the clutter. Number two, prioritize your goals. And finally, for this session, I still have more, but I'm going to stop with this one, is master the art of declining requests. They did not create you to accept all the requests in the world. I didn't know how to say no to people. I'm going to tell you this. I didn't know how to say no to people. I had to learn how to say no to people. You know what happens when you don't know how to say no to people? They use you. Yes, that's what they do. They use you. And if you don't know how to say no to people, it means that you haven't placed any value on your time, on your worth, on your content, and generally on who you are. I'm going to say that again. If you don't know how to say no to some people, it means that you haven't placed value on your time, on your worth, on your content, and generally on who you are. And until you respect your space, nobody's going to respect it. So you've got to learn to say no Yes, it's a big thing to say no. And I had to learn it. I was getting exhausted, drained, used, and all of that. And you don't need that. For the journey ahead, you need energy. I already said it. Your energy is required to live life to its fullest. And God has given it to you. Now you have to find the way to keep the energy flowing, to keep building the energy, or the opposite is going to happen. And that's why I said some people wake up feeling drained and exhausted. They wake up in the morning and they're like, oh, I'm tired. No, 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 no. You're supposed to jump out of the bed, excited about the day, and give God praise for the day. Be energetic and be ready to face the day and to launch out into the activities you have already planned for the day. And by the time you have requests coming in and you see that these are requests that you cannot accommodate, you nicely, politely decline. Yes, it doesn't make you a bad person. It just shows that you have sense. All right. All right. So, first of all, you have to learn to get rid of the clutter. Number two, you have to learn to prioritize the things you do. Number three, you have to learn the act of declining requests. Now, when you don't have a plan for your life, every other person's plan becomes your plan. Yes. So someone can easily pick up the phone in the morning and say, hey, Jenny, are you available? And you're like, what's up? What's up? Are we going to? Hey, we are entering so and so place today. And you say, oh, I'm in. Let's go. That is because you don't have a plan. Now, the person that put the call across to you has a plan and is going somewhere, but you don't have a plan. So you see why it is important for you to get rid of the clutter, prioritize your plan, and learn to decline some requests. Now, why are you doing all of this? You want to conserve the energy you have to be able to fulfill the important things in your life. And all of this will help you simplify your life. So thank you for stopping by. Please, if you did not hear anything I said, I came to tell you that you can simplify your life. Life is not a rocket science. Yes, you heard me. You can sit back and think, how do I simplify my life? How do I make things a little bit easy for me so I can juggle all of this, especially for those of you that are doing a lot of things, right? How do I break it down into doable things? It's wonderful and amazing to have massive goals, but you also have to learn to simplify the processes that takes you to the other side of achieving those goals. So thank you very much for stopping by, and I will be super glad if you share this video, like this video, and most importantly, follow me on my page, please, because I'll be coming your way to tell you the things I have been doing to make my life better. I'm excited about what is happening in my life today. I'm excited about the help that I'm enjoying from God. I'm grateful to God for life. You know why? Because every morning I wake up in and I see a new day. I just know that God has given me another opportunity to be the best version of who He has created me to be. Now, if you pick up my book, Co-Creators, there's a chapter where I talk about evolving into the best version of your life. All right, so you go from the circumstantial version that is being informed and influenced by different things to